morning, guys. It is about 7:15 on Friday morning, November the 6th. I'm headed back to Ohio. I came up here and hunted a short weekend a couple weeks ago with Caleb and Dalton and Ethan. Saw one small 8-point on that Sunday morning before we came home. And I hadn't been back since. Been hunting a little bit at home. Just haven't been seeing anything that's interesting at home. This trip I've been looking forward to all year. Come up here with my dad, my brother-in-law Tony. And I'm actually coming up a day early to do a little scouting. Got finished with the work that I needed to get done this week a little bit early. So the rest of the guys are coming up tomorrow morning. I left about 4:30 this morning. Hopefully I'll be up here about 10ish. We'll spend the entire day scouting and hopefully find a good spot to be set up by hopefully tomorrow morning. Alright, well, I finally made it to Ohio. I'm cruising around this morning. It's 9:30 and I'm really just looking for pressure right now. I would think all the hunters are still in the woods, and I'm looking for trucks parked to kind of get a feel on where people are hunting. I've already seen 2 bucks on the way in here. Not on the public, it was on the private land before I got here, but one of them was a really good one, so I think the bucks are on their feet searching for does. I know we got some hot weather coming up, but hopefully that won't change anything and they'll act the way we want them to act. So I'm going to ride around here for the next hour or so, and then I'm going to go start diving into some spots, checking them. I'm looking for some good spots, some hot sign, and possibly maybe even run into a deer. So stick with me and we'll see what happens today. Alright, just got back to the truck. Checked out 4 or 5 different spots today. The first one that I was the most interested in had the most signs, so that's probably where I'm going to end up tomorrow. That was one big rub and 2 or 3 scrapes. They were pretty fresh, so the buck's in there. I don't necessarily know that he'll be checking sign, but there's does in there too. There's acorns falling, and I believe the does are feeding in there, so I'll probably start there tomorrow. Stick with me and we'll probably be in the tree in the morning.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first sit in Ohio. It's November the 7th. I'm sitting down on a pinch point between 4 ridges. They drop down in this creek bottom behind me. And there's just a narrow spot that they can cross. 21 yards. I'm in the spot where I found that giant rub yesterday. There's several scrapes coming up this creek bottom. There's acorns falling on the ridge. I'm hoping the does are feeding in here and the bucks will be cruising through here to check for the hot does. It's cold this morning. It's about 33. It's going to be the last cold morning we have. It's supposed to warm up this week, so I'm hoping the deer are on their feet this morning. spot what I wanted to shoot. He came down that ridge exactly like I want one to. I let him go through my shooting lane at 25. And he crossed that little creek right where it pinches down. That's a good sign. Bucks are on their feet.
Well, I just came out of the woods. Saw that one buck about 8 o'clock this morning, and that's the only thing I saw. I did jump a deer coming out, but as far as I'm concerned, that's a good morning. The deer basically read the script. It was just the wrong deer. So I'm gonna go back in there this afternoon. I came out to meet my dad and my brother. They're on their way. They're probably only about 10 or 15 minutes out. So I'm gonna meet up with them for a little bit, probably grab a bite to eat, and then come back in here this afternoon and probably hunt the same spot tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. Just stick with us, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes.
There's a big old buck across the darn interstate.
Really?
That pickup about hit it. He just. Oh.
I saw several good bucks yesterday. I just about filled my tag this morning.
Really?
Very close. If he'd have been 1 year older, I'd have sent one.
How big was he?
It was a 7-point, but I mean, he had a frame.
Huh.
He crossed the ditch and worked right to that pinch point on that creek. He walked right through my 25-yard shooting lane. But that's the only deer I saw. Trip go good?
Yeah, we made good timing. Let's not get gas and.
Well, guys, we're gonna go down here and hang a stand for Dad, and probably get back in the woods this afternoon. Just met up with Dad and Tyler. Got Dad's stand hung. He's set up for in the morning, and they're going to go ahead and go scout a couple areas this afternoon. I'm going to head back in to hunt this afternoon where I was this morning. It's about 2 o'clock, so I guess we'll see what happens in the stand tonight.